Hi, it's Dave Travis. It's time for the 3-minute roundup again. It's Good Friday, 2010. Good Friday, the day we commemorate the death of Christ and his sacrifice for us. It's been a quiet week around Leadership Network. Both this week and next week are kind of quiet because of the Easter season, because most of you are working and serving the Lord. So we appreciate that. We do have some new staff announcements. I think I announced Kelly Kay, who has joined our team in a coordinator role. Also, Jim Kuykendall, who's one of the executive pastors at Cross Timbers Church in Argyle, Texas, has joined our team part-time. He's going to be working with our Rapid Growth Leadership community along with some of our generosity areas. Also, Diane Hayes joined our halftime team this week in Dallas office. News from around the networks. I heard that Catalyst is now officially sold out, though I do understand they have some lab tickets still available. You know, our team really loves going towards the labs because you get to meet lots of new people. I saw in the news this week, North Coast down in Vista, California, had a new Oceanside campus that opened last week. They're looking forward to their new home campus opening in just a few months as well. There was a lot of talk in the newswires about church finances based on a report from Christianity Today and Brian Kluth at Maximum Generosity. Brian's sample's a little bit different from ours, and I think the news media missed part of the story there. It talked about how donations were down, and it said megachurches were hit especially hard. Our experience tells us that even though donations might have been down a little bit last year, that most large churches are surviving just fine and had adjusted already to the new normal. There's also an article today about church foreclosures. Again, kind of misleading. It talks about foreclosures and about how it hits a particular megachurch. It says 100 churches are in foreclosure. Most of those churches are small, though, if you read the article closely. Hey, around the blog world, too, I did see the big news about Carlos Whitaker and their son Beyonce song kind of thing that was a YouTube sensation, and it was also on the Today Show and CBS this morning. And let me tell you, here in Atlanta, where I live, since they live in Atlanta, it was also on all the channels here. There was some controversy over John Piper inviting Rick Warren to speak at his conference, which I don't really understand why the controversy is around that. Even our name got thrown in there a little bit, which was kind of funny. Okay, some of the books I'm reading this week. They all have number themes. First of all, I read this book digitally. It's called 83 Things I Wish the Black Church Would Stop Doing by Milan Ford, a guy here in Atlanta. You can order that online. You can find it. Also, I'm reading this week The Next 100 Years. It's a geopolitics book by George Friedman. And then finally, keeping with the 100 theme, The Next 100 Million, America in 2050 by Joel Kotkin, one of my favorite demographers. So that's interesting. Hey, I didn't get any prayer requests this week, so I know all of you are busy. If you do have prayer requests, please send them on to me. Well, to send in any of your news, book announcements, prayer requests, just email it to dave.travis@leadnet.org. Again, if you're a mega church pastor, a micro church pastor, an unpaid servant, full-time staff, we want you to know that we're pulling and praying for you at Leadership Network. See you next week.